You still watch SmackDown every week, don't you?
Yes, that's part of my job description.
Mm-hmm.
I'm a smack. Hey, I'm for my job description, I put down SmackDown watcher every Friday night.
So,
It used to be almost impossible to watch.
oh, a
It
couple of years
was
ago, yeah.
it was that bad. It was boring as hell. And but this happened, this happened, this happened. And what made it jump is Vince leaving the show. I don't see, it's hard for me to believe that Vince McMahon, major owner of WWE, yet at the same time, when creative would give him their ideas for SmackDown, he would just say, rewrite the thing. At 4 o'clock, we used to do it on Tuesdays. We do Raw on Monday, then we do SmackDown on Tuesday. I've heard him doing both shows at 4 o'clock. He say rewrite it. So now these writers were having to rewrite everything in a matter of 2 hours. In the case of Raw, that's a 3 hour show.
Mm.
And just because he was having a bad day, or he didn't like this, or he didn't like that. So that's why you would see those writers, sometimes they would be in a bad mood. Well, that was why, because Vince just cussed them all out in a group meeting and told them they're stupid. And he wasn't beyond that. He'd call them stupid and ignorant, and he should fire every one of them. So, I mean, and that would tend to probably put you in a bad mood. It would probably tend to put you in a mood where you didn't feel very creative. But it was hard to watch. But now, since they moved Vince, and now both shows have gotten better, a lot better. So if nothing else, that proves how much creative can do. Even if before you would think they were horrible at their job, they're not horrible. It's the people, it was the guy in charge hearing the ideas that didn't like it. So, I mean, you got 1,000 ideas, just pick one you like and let's work on it.
Mm.
That's the way
And then
creative.
stick with it. That was the other thing, because you'd have one idea one week, and then Vince would go, well, no one will remember that, and then just move on to a completely different thing, and there was no... Oh, it's just
But
terrible.
that's because he didn't remember it.
Exactly.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying.
But
So we're saying the same thing.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
It's like one of those things where I was actually looking up Paul Burchill, right? Because we were talking about him last week. He was the guy who did the pirate character.
Yeah.
And against all odds, that character started doing well, until Vince McMahon just decided, we're not doing that character anymore because I don't get it. And then someone said, have you never heard of Pirates of the Caribbean? And he went, nope. So they changed him into... It's one of those things where, like, if he hasn't heard of it, he assumes nothing has heard of it. Nobody has heard of anything.
Well, that's the way it works.